And we are back, y'all. Wow, man. What a crazy, crazy day of boxing. Man, I'm not going to lie, man. Israil Madrimov had me on my toes the entire fight, y'all. The entire fight. That fight was insane. Crawford had to dig deep in that fight, y'all. Sorry that I had to. We had 20 viewers at one point. Y'all was really rocking with me, man. I had to get off because I was on 1%, unfortunately.
You have to break down the strong.
But we had 21 viewers in the building. Y'all was really rocking with the live. That tells me that I need to go live more frequently. Um, Great fight though, man. I definitely think Crawford should reconsider um, moving up to 168 to fight Canelo. But maybe he has a plan for Canelo, man. I will say the difference between Madrimov and Canelo. I'll tell you right away. Madrimov is tricky to figure out. Canelo, we've watched Canelo for over a decade. He fights one way and one way only. And I mean, I think Bud could figure him out a lot easier. It's not like Bud would have to really try to change his game plan. He would just have to fight smart. He can't get in a dogfight with Canelo. But I still think that's a fight he can win. I think it's a fight that maybe Canelo would like to pursue after seeing that performance against Madrimov. I think it's a fight that Canelo would be probably more open to fighting as opposed to Benavidez. Um, But all in all, I thought it was a really good performance from Bud Crawford. There were a couple rounds where Madrimov, being as big and as tough as he is, um, it was difficult for Bud, you know. But at the end of the day, Bud showed his greatness. And I think the difference for me in this fight, and a lot of people would agree, was rounds 11 and 12. I thought, Bud was struggling. I thought Bud convincingly won the championship rounds. He won rounds 11, and he won round 12 rather convincingly. 11 was close, but he won it. 12, he won easily. And I think winning round 12 was the difference in the fight, for sure. When he hit him with those three uppercuts in a row, I mean, Bud displayed greatness in round 12, and he displayed greatness overall. But he really had to work for it. He really had to. He really had to try to, figure out Madrimov, and it's really hard to figure out Madrimov because Madrimov has this weird way that he jumps in at you, and his timing. He does. There really is no timing with Madrimov because he doesn't have a timing. It's like an offbeat dancer or something. It's like you just don't know you don't know when he's gonna when he's gonna swing. Tough to figure out. But Bud, I think Bud, you know, did more than enough to win, obviously. But I thought that he should have, in the earlier rounds, I thought that he could have done a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Even though I had Bud winning what 3 of the first 4 rounds, I still think that man, Majimov made it difficult. Man, got to tip your hat off to Majimov. He will be back. 12th pro fight, man. Shit, arguably Bud's toughest fight of his career. You can make that argument. You can make the argument that it was the toughest fight of his career, no question about it. Leave y'all comments in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think Bud Crawford should move up to 168 pounds and fight Canelo? Do y'all think that Canelo is not as tricky as Madrimov and, you know, Bud's probably been studying him? Is that a fight Bud should still continue to pursue after what we saw? Or should Bud say fuck that and fight Boots Ennis? Or should he fight Virgil Ortiz? There's a lot of options out there for Bud Crawford. That's the great thing about Bud Crawford. I hope that we get Bud Crawford back in the ring in the next 7 to 8 months. I hope he doesn't wait another year, because that year layoff can get you rusty, man. Bud looked sharp though. Bud looked real sharp, I will say. Um, but yeah, man, Bud Crawford, man. Once again, 41-0. Didn't get the stoppage like a lot of people asked me if he was going to do, and no, he was not able to get the stoppage, man. Madrimov came to fight. And I kind of knew Madrimov was going to come to fight, man. Talked to a couple of my homies all week, and they said they liked his posture, they liked his demeanor. They knew dude was going to come to fight. And what y'all think, man? We saw a couple fighters in the crowd that I didn't expect to see. We saw Devin Haney in the crowd. He was getting booed. They showed Shakur. What do y'all think about that, man? They showed Shakur Stevenson on the screen during the main event, and he got booed by the crowd. The crowd absolutely booed Shakur. They don't like him at all. Um, and then they showed Lomachenko about 20 minutes later and Lomachenko got a standing ovation, man. And this is what I talk about: the politics in boxing, the the I hate to say it, but the truth behind it is always going to be the truth, and that's the racism behind boxing. Why the hell did Shakur Stevenson get booed when he got showed on the? Why the hell did Shakur Stevenson get booed on the screen when he got showed, but Lomachenko didn't get booed? I mean, we got to ask ourselves this, man. Lomachenko, a guy that's lost 3 times. Now I get it. Lomachenko, uh, you know, took a lot of risks, and great fighter, but I don't see why he would get any more of a standing ovation than Shakur Stevenson. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. That's how boxing fans are. But back to the fight, man. Back to the fight. I want to break down the fight. Um, Madrimov, I forget what round it was. I want to say it was either round 8 or round 9. Madrimov had a really good round. Um, really made me nervous. I think it was round 9, I want to say. Bud Crawford got hurt in that round, and Madrimov had a great round, man. It made me real nervous. Um, and Madrimov had a solid round 10, but like I said, Bud really came out in round 11 and 12, and I think that was the difference on the scorecards, man. You had a lot of biased people. A lot of people wanted to see Bud lose. My friend Top Red, who was on this live earlier, wanted Bud to lose. Then you had Chris Mannix and Sergio Mora. It just seemed like the whole world was against Bud based on the commentary, but that's why you can't listen to the announcers these days. The announcers, if you listen to the announcers, you won't even know what you're watching. Yeah, you did. But all in all, man, it was a great show. I thought the Riyad season was an absolute success, man. At the end of the day, Turki Al-Ashi, shout out to Turki Al-Ashi. He keeps delivering the best fights for boxing fans. He keeps giving us what we want, and that is to see the best fight the best. At the end of the day, we saw, in my opinion, we saw 3 upsets. Jarrell Miller got robbed, so we only saw 2 upsets. But there should have been 3 upsets today, man. And then the main event was as closer than anyone anticipated. So, other than Top Red. Top Red was probably the only person that anticipated a close fight. It was a close fight. 8-4 is a close fight to me. Judge had it 8-4. One judge had it 7-5. 8-4 sounds more accurate to me. But tremendous fight, man. Tremendous fight. Make sure y'all hit that like button if y'all here. We'll be on here for a while. We gotta break down every fight. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the Bud Crawford fight is the main event. It was fresh on our minds. But where does Madrimov go from here? You know what I'm saying? Young kid. Only got 12 professional fights. He just got his belt taken by Bud Crawford. Maybe Madrimov should fight the loser of Buachuk and Virgil Ortiz, and Crawford should fight the winner. Because I know Crawford wants to become undisputed at 154 pounds before he fights Canelo, or maybe he wants to jump right into the Canelo fight. We don't know yet. Either way it goes, it's something that must happen soon. You know where you're going?
Yeah.
You do know where you're going?
Yeah, I got to call Michael. You want a plate?
Yeah. All in all, though, man, Bud Crawford, man, I've never seen Bud Crawford. Let's talk about this. Bud Crawford had 12 straight stoppages / knockout victories. I've never seen Bud Crawford get hit as much as he did in that fight, man. Like, even though he won, even though it was a clear victory for Bud Crawford, no questions asked, no robbery, easy victory. Bud Crawford got hit with some clean shots that I haven't seen Bud get hit with. I think the last time I saw Bud get hit clean like that, you could make an argument he got hit clean against Kaviaskis, but not to that degree. I would probably say Gamboa. Gamboa and Crawford were trading, but Gamboa never had control. Neither did Madrimov, and that was the thing. I think if Madrimov would have had a stellar jab, then Crawford would have been in deep waters, but he didn't have a stellar jab, and I think that was kind of played into Crawford's favor for majority of the fight, was the fact that, Madrimov was coming forward but not really throwing anything, not really setting anything up with that jab, and Crawford was able to time him. more so than not. He outlanded madrimov. It looked like madrimov might outland him. He had a higher percentage, but Bud was throwing a lot more, and I don't think they accounted for all of Bud's landings, in my opinion.
It's just a freeway.
Doesn't look like it, no. You got to make a U-turn, all the full complete U-turn. Complete U-turn. A U-turn. The other
I know
way.
what a U-turn is, idiot. Jesus Christ, but I didn't know why.
You only go the wrong way with you. You're going to stay in the left lane. You're going to hop back on the 476. God damn.
Going north, south again? I got to
go left. Go left.
Go north.
All right, you do your own thing. I'm done directing you. I'm done.
I gotta go
I'm done directing you, period.
Do you understand?
I don't give a fuck. I'm done directing. I'm done directing.
Plymouth meeting. I know where to go. I just didn't know it was south.
My thing says go left. Why you got your right signal on? Why the fuck do you got your right signal on? Why the fuck do you have it on?
Shut up. I want to punch your face in your little rat. I don't want to go south, that's for sure. That's for sure.
Oh my God, man.
Right here. I know where to go.
All right, I'm on live, so just figure it out.
I know where to go. It's left. You're right.
My bad, y'all. Got to direct my pops on the way home. You know what I'm saying? From the casino, we had to watch the fight at the casino. Didn't get the ideal way of watching it. It was cool though. You know, a lot of people tuned in, but yeah, man. End of the day, madrimov definitely gave Crawford some punishment, man. Crawford had a black eye. At one point, I was looking at Crawford. Definitely had a black eye. So did madrimov. Both fighters had black eyes. I don't know what my dad was watching. Crawford definitely had a black eye. He took some punishment in that fight. It's green.
I'm trying to get my phone on. Just trying to get it on.
But yeah, all in all, man, Bud, I still want him to pursue the Canelo fight. I really do, y'all. I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but I think he can beat Canelo, man. I've seen Canelo's not as tricky as madrimov. I'm gonna stand on that. I think that Crawford can do exactly what he needs to do to beat Canelo. I know he'll study for that fight in due time. But I would like to see him fight Jaron Ennis as well, man. I'm kind of contemplating on which fight I'd rather see between Jaron Boots Ennis and Canelo Alvarez. Do you know where you're going?
I think so.
No, you went the wrong way.
Where?
Straight. Go straight. Go straight and make a left. You went the wrong way. Oh, yeah, you did. Oh, yeah, you don't know where the fuck you're going.
Well, I don't want to drive.
Let me drive, but I'm going live, and you better not be like, oh, how the fuck are you on your phone? Or figure out how to fucking drive.
You want to drive?
No, I don't. I want to go live. You're just a fucking miserable driver. The worst I've ever seen.
You stupid little prick.
Keep going straight.
I'm 81 years old. You fucking cunt of misery.
You said you knew where the fuck you were going, but you didn't know where the fuck you were going.
Where the fuck is
Keep going straight.
Where's the defroster?
All right, let me drive. You're too horrible of a driver. I can't take it. I can't. I won't. Can't take it. I cannot. You're too miserable of a driver.
So wait for 15 minutes. We'll be home.
No, that's going to fuck up my live and my viewers, you asshole. But you don't give a fuck.
I do.
But you don't know how to drive.
Tell me how to turn on the defroster.
They're already on. They're already fucking on.
No, it's not.
Yeah, they are on.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
If they go on, that goes off. And turn the temperature on. It doesn't have to be 90. Don't have to be that.
Oh!
They were working beautiful before. What happened?
I don't know. Let me drive. You're incapable. Can you drive?
Can I drive? Where's my phone? Did you turn it back on? It was on some kind of UI thing.
Jesus Lord, man. Getting home with my dad is the hardest, most difficult thing in the world, y'all. I might not get home for 2 hours, y'all. Shit crazy.
Why is this not working? fucking...
Can you keep going straight?
I will need to defrost it next. I'm not going to drive without seeing.
All right, let me drive.
Let
me drive. Let me drive. Let me drive. Let me drive.
That's nothing to do with the defroster.
You don't know what you're doing.
Well, yeah, you should know about your defroster.
You gotta drive for it to defrost. That's how my car works. You can't just sit in one spot.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have to drive blind until your defroster works.
You have to drive.
That's not working.
It's going to work. Let me drive. You don't know what you're... Before you
No,
crash
I sure
you're
don't.
gonna crash my fucking car.
I sure don't.
You're gonna crash my
You
fucking
know
car.
what kind of car needs to go forward have the defroster work?
Mine.
Don't know about that. Don't know how to open the door either. Because you're a selfish prick.
No, I need to try to go live. All right, we back, y'all, man. We back. I gotta drive because my dad's incapable of driving, y'all. Incapable. So I gotta drive and give it to y'all live while I'm driving, man. It is what it is. I do it all the time. Well, it took a lot of punishment in that fight, man. I want to see what's up on Twitter, man. I know they're gonna be talking a lot of smack on Twitter, man, about a lot of people probably gonna say madrimov won the fight. Now, I didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? I had it 8-4 Bud. I thought he won pretty easily. You know,
Don't turn me on
Sergio Mora and Top Red were the two people that I know that thought madrimov won the fight, and maybe Chris Mannix. Other than that, though, I don't know who else thought he won the fight. You know what I'm saying? But Bud fought beautifully, man. I think Bud just showed that he can't knock out everybody, and that's okay. You could be human. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why the crowd was booing. It was a very entertaining fight. The crowd was booing in the middle rounds because Crawford had to figure him out, and I thought that was real stupid. There must have been a lot of casuals in the building that day, today, because to boo the fight in round 4, they thought they was booing it like it was gonna be a Shakur fight. Like they haven't seen Bud set things up. That's how Bud fights. Crazy.
Slow down.
I know what I'm doing.
Slow down.
I'm a way better driver than you. No.
I don't care. Don't speed.
I know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah. I'll park on the street. It's okay. I don't have to walk more than 50 yards. No, I'm walking. Yes, he's going to drop me in my... Okay, just leave it in front of the door. All right. Plymouth meeting, that's where I made my mistake. I went north, and I'm already...
You always make a mistake. It's what you do.
Yeah. Once again, I'm 81 years old. I don't do a lot of driving, do I? 81. And sometimes they take your license away when you're 81. Do you have to watch while you're on doing your thing? Yeah, you have to watch
yeah,
while you're
I
doing
do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Why
I'm on because I'm on live, and you're trying to ruin that because you
I'm
don't...
not going to say another word, but watch the road, not the phone.
I can do both. I can do both. Because I have to be on live. I'm talking to my audience. I had 20 viewers at one point. I had 20 viewers.
So in other words,
I had 20 viewers. Now I have 2 because they all got off because instead of talking to them, I had to pause the video to help you. So you're fucking shit up for me.
Oh, I see. You got a video. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It wouldn't have been a problem if you knew how to drive, but you don't know how to anymore.
First of all, I went the wrong way.
Well, that's a big that's a big issue.
Right. But it's not unusual for me to go the wrong way because I'm a dumb fuck. You didn't tell me to go north. You never said a word about it.
Yeah, I did, but you don't listen. You make your own conclusion. I did one. I did told you once.
The exit number. It said north.
I said I told you the number of the exit. I said 330.
I got the number.
No,
but that exit.
You didn't look for it. You didn't look for it.
It says north south. You didn't tell me.
So you made your own conclusion. I told you the exit, and you made your own.
You told me that.
I told you the exit. You
listen again.
No, I'm not listening. I'm not listening. I'm not.
Listen again.
I'm not.
When I got to the exit, there were 2 ways to go.
All right, I don't care.
Wasn't one way to go.
I don't care.
Dummy.
I don't care.
One way to go.
I don't care. I don't want to fuck it. I want to go live. Shut the fuck up. I don't care. Man. On my way home, man. What a great night of boxing, y'all. What a great night of boxing, man. I had a lot of viewers in the building, man, but I had to keep messing up the live, man. So sorry for the technical difficulties. I don't blame y'all for getting off the live, hopping on, hopping off, because it's been kind of all over the place all night because I've had to help my dad figure out directions, all kind of crazy shit, because he can't figure out how to drive. So it is what it is. But yeah, man, y'all, hey, what y'all think of the show, man? The Riyad season, the show where upsets are made, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what boxing is about. Boxing is about the best fighting the best. People not being scared to lose their O's. You know, for the longest, everybody was trying to have cute records, man. I'm happy that Turki Al-Ashi is putting these fighters to the test, man, early in their careers, so they can't keep dodging and picking and dodging and you know, trying to pick their opponents, because you know, Turkey's putting the money on the table for these guys to stop ducking, and it's happening, man. I mean, we're getting these fights full throttle. Love what Turkey's doing for boxing, man. You know, a lot of people don't like what he's doing. A lot of people call him a culture vulture. They say he don't know shit about boxing. Maybe he don't, man. But at the end of the day, the man got the money to make these fights happen. And you got to love it, man. If you're a boxing fan, if you're a fan of the game, you know, all we ask for is for the best to fight the best, man. And tonight, I think we had a show where every single fight on the card was relatively decent. I don't think there was a boring fight on the card, to be honest. Like, except for the Steve Nelson fight, and that was way earlier. So every fight on this card was good. The Reeves Miller fight wasn't exciting to everybody. Some people told me they thought that fight was boring. I didn't think it was boring. 2 fat souls going at it, throwing a lot of punches. I thought it was exciting. But yeah, just a great card, man. Turki Al-Ashi putting boxing back on the map, and really, really stamping and solidifying the game of boxing, man. Gotta love it, man. Looks like the next big card we have is the Edgar Berlanga Canelo fight. Man, I'm not looking forward to that one, y'all. I don't think that card is going to be nearly as good as the one we just got tonight. But you know, hopefully Edgar Berlanga give it some go, man. I don't think he will, though, man. I think Edgar Berlanga is going to get destroyed by Canelo. I think he's going to get stopped. Yeah, I mean, that's my conclusion on it. I don't see how Berlanga goes more than 7 rounds, man. He's terrible. Berlanga's terrible, man. Blessed to have that fight that he's getting with Canelo Alvarez, man. Did he deserve to fight? Hell to the no. Hell to the no, he didn't. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, we gotta keep it real, man. Bud Crawford, once again, man, show why he's the greatest fighter in the world. Bud Crawford, I think, left no doubts in people's mind tonight that he's the greatest fighter of this era. Hopefully people saw that tonight. I don't know what people's ideas were for this fight. You know, I had people giving me different opinions all throughout the night. But like I said, I thought Bud Crawford did great tonight. I never expected him to shut this guy out. I don't know if that's what people were expecting, maybe to shut madrimov off. But I knew madrimov was gonna win some rounds. Madrimov is a tough, strong, big guy who comes forward and he's awkward. No, that way. And so, great show, man. Consistent show, man. The surprise of the night to me was Jared Anderson getting knocked out in the 5th round. I mean, but more importantly, you know, Bob Arum put his arm around his shoulder after the fight and he told him, "Hey, kid, listen, you're gonna be back stronger than ever before." And it just seemed like Jared wasn't focused, man. We're in Kashahaken. I know exactly where we are. Leave me alone. But, you know, at the end of the day, Jared Anderson, man, showing lack of discipline when Bob Arum, you know, put his arm around his shoulders in the locker room and told him, you know, we're going to be back stronger than ever. And Jared Anderson saying stuff like, I don't care. I don't care about the loss. I'm going to go home to my daughter. That's my car over there. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Why did you think I wanted you to go?
Yeah, I forgot you parked over here. But just a great show, man. Leave y'all comments in the comment section. Let me know what was y'all favorite fight of the night. What was y'all favorite fight of the night? My favorite fight of the night was probably Crawford, Israil, Madrimov, obviously, but followed by Ryo and Pitbull. I thought that was a great upset victory. I was super happy. But yeah, man, this is a learning experience for Madrimov. You know, it's like I told people. I think he took the fight a little bit too early, but he prepared himself well. He prepared himself real well. My dad's finally out the car, so I can finally talk to y'all, man. No distractions, no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Terrance Bud Crawford, man, the greatest fighter of this era, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely gets hit more than Floyd Mayweather. Definitely two different styles. Though I gotta be honest though, Bud takes more risk than Floyd. You know, Bud's willing to fight, and not that Floyd wasn't willing to fight, but Floyd was a lot more cautious with the way he fought. If he would have fought Madrimov tonight, let's be honest. I mean, Floyd would have stuck that jab out, but I think Floyd would have been on the back foot a lot more. You know, Bud came to that middle of the ring, was trying to fight Madrimov and trying to make him make mistakes. And Floyd probably would have just waited, you know. And that's what I think would have probably concurred, probably would have happened. But Madrimov should hold his head high. Honestly, he performed real well, man. Like, shit, did he? By round 10, was I nervous? By round 10, I was super nervous. But like I said, man, Bud run them championship rounds, man. And winning those championship rounds is what it takes in these championship fights, man. They say sometimes you gotta beat the champion, but when you're a no name like Madrimov, you gotta go out and take it, even when you're the champion. And I don't think he really took it tonight. You know what I'm saying? Definitely just left too many times where he could have executed if he would have stuck that jab out and just gave Bud too many chances, man. Bud executes every time, bro. Bud is a hell of a fighter, man. Very impressed with the performance today. Because today he had to fight in a dog fight. I think a lot of people get bad performances mixed up with, you know, not getting the stoppage or whatever. He didn't need to get the stoppage, in my opinion, to have a good performance. I knew moving up in weight that there was a strong possibility that, you know, Madrimov was going to be able to take Crawford's best hits. And he proved to be right. I proved to be right on that. He took his best hits, man. You know what I'm saying? He definitely did. Um, I'm not gonna lie to y'all though. In the 11th and in the 12th round though, Crawford almost had him out of there. Crawford almost had him out of there. He had him hurt with an uppercut real bad. And he was starting to open up on madrimov. You know how back in the day they used to do 15-round fights. I think if it would have been a 15-round fight, I think Crawford would have stopped madrimov. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. To me, Crawford looked like he was in shape to fight 3 more rounds. You know what I'm saying? Madrimov looked like he was starting to gas and starting to open up for Crawford to land. So it was starting to appear that way with Crawford winning the final 2 rounds. And what I saw from Crawford in the final 2 rounds, the way he fought in round 12, he should have fought with that urgency the entire fight. Because if he would have, I feel like, he probably could have got Madrimov out of there. But, he wanted to be smart because Madrimov is a very dangerous, smart fighter with a lot of Olympic fights. And the man just got experience, man. Sometimes 12 professional fights don't mean anything when you have 350 amateur fights. So, Madrimov showed that he belonged. Um, and it was a tremendous main event. I thought it was an exciting main event. Both men let their hands go enough, in my opinion. Great fight, man. Uh, Martin Bacoli might have stole the show, though, man. Martin Bacoli knocking out Anderson in the 5th round. I think that was the biggest statement win of the night, you have to say. Jared Anderson, man, he got embarrassed, man. Like, if I were Jared Anderson, fuck Riyad. I would not go back to Riyad. I would not get in contact with Turkey. I know you want them big paydays, and Turkey's going to call your phone, and he's going to tell you, hey, I can give you $2 million, $3 million to fight Jarrell Miller. But if I'm Jared Anderson, stay the fuck away from Jarrell Miller in your next fight. Get a tune-up fight. Maybe fight Derek Chisora or Joe Joyce or somebody like that. Fight an old veteran, somebody that can teach you a thing or two, but somebody that you way quicker than, somebody that you could definitely beat. Jared Anderson don't got a great chin, man. And one thing in boxing that you cannot teach, and I've learned this my entire life of watching boxing, is you can't teach a fighter to have power or chins. And unfortunately, Jared Anderson does not have a chin, y'all. And he got exposed. Anytime he fights a puncher, a dangerous puncher, he doesn't move his head well. He can get knocked out. And I hate to say it, I don't know how long Jared Anderson is gonna fight. He's already got 18 pro fights. But I can see Jared Anderson, if he takes risks, if he fights some of these best heavyweights out there, I can see him retiring with 3-4 losses, man. Because when you have no chin in the heavyweight division, you're prone to lose fights, man. And I don't know, man. Jared Anderson got exposed tonight, and I just don't know where his career is going to go from here. I truly, truly don't. Um, the drawing board for him for sure, man. I think he should get back in there soon, though, man. I mean, obviously, he probably won't get in there for 6-7 months, the way he got knocked out, but it's time for the matchmaking to go back in my dad's hands, clearly, because um, Turkey Al-Rashid tried to take over for Anderson, and it proved to be all bad tonight. As for Crawford, man, I say become undisputed at 154. Become undisputed at 154. You become a 3-time undisputed champion, 3-division undisputed. You become one of the most decorated fighters of all time, in my opinion. You already are that, but you become one of the more decorated fighters of all time. And I say if Bud Crawford is going to fight Canelo, I think that should be his last fight of his career. I think Bud should go out fighting Canelo as his last fight. And if he beats Canelo, he can go out with a huge payday and he can go out really the best fighter, man. I think he should fight Boots, and I think he should fight Canelo. I think he should fight both guys. I think he'll beat both guys, too. But it's something that I would love to see. I would love to see Bud versus Canelo, Bud versus Boots. I want to see all those fights, man. Those are fire fights. They're fights that must happen. We need to see them happen, and hopefully it happens, man. You know what I'm saying? We got one viewer in the building, man. We probably would have had 12, 13 viewers right now, but technical difficulties, phone dying, having to help my dad out with the GPS. A lot of the viewers left, man. I appreciate everybody for watching and tuning in. I appreciate y'all hitting that like button. I appreciate y'all subscribing. I think we got 4 or 5 new subscribers just today. You going live, so very happy. Definitely could have got more subscribers. I think we had 21 viewers in the building at one time, so I definitely feel like I should have got a few more. But either way it goes, I always appreciate people for tuning in, for viewing. showing the channel love, man. At the end of the day, it's upon me to be more consistent on this channel, go live for more fights so that y'all can realize, that I'm here. Middleman TV is here to stay. I have one of the best boxing channels on YouTube. There's no question about it. We tell it like it is on Middleman TV. We're not like Southpaw TV. We don't call bullshit. We're not a boring channel. It's just the consistency here, man. It's just the consistency. But when you work two jobs, it's hard to go live every day, man. It's hard to go live every day when you got two jobs. But I'm gonna start going live for fights for y'all on a consistent basis because y'all seem to love the lives. I got a lot of energy and I'm gonna bring it out every single time. You feel me? The emotion is always gonna be there. And on Middleman TV, you're gonna get the best fight reactions, man. You're gonna get the real fight reactions the way it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Not no bullshit, boring, same shit every time. You're gonna get some new reactions every fight, man. And you know what I'm saying? We did go live for every fight. I had to make 4 live videos because my phone kept dying. But I did go live for the Anderson fight. I did go live for the Ruiz. I went live for the Valenzuela fight, and I went live for the Crawford fight. I went live for every fight. I promised y'all I was gonna do it, and I did it. And we had a great YouTube session today. I thought our live session was really good today, man. The fans tuned in, was really talking and chopping it up, and we enjoyed it. We enjoyed it. We had a great time, and like I said, it's gonna be happening more often, y'all. It's about 2:30 in the morning. Right now, we only got one viewer, whoever it is. I appreciate you for viewing. Make sure you hit that like button, man, before I get on. Off here, I'm probably be on here for another 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But, uh, but yeah, just another great performance from Terrance Bud Crawford, man. Like, what can we say, man? I'm going to go back and watch the tapes because what I love to do, I love to watch every fight that I watch more than once so that I can get a good feel for the whole fight. And, really break down the fight non-biasedly, watch it in slow motion, really break down the fight, rewind some clips and, watch the fight again, man. And that's what I'm going to do. But I thought Bud won 116, 112. I want to see what Top Red was thinking when I think he had an 8-4 for Madrimov. I want to see where his head was at. I want to see where the hell Sergio Mora and Chris Mannix's head was at. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like they had Bud. They didn't have a lot of good things to say about Bud most of the fight. It was mostly just good things about Madrimov the entire way. Um, and that's what I noticed, man. It seemed like the commentary wasn't for Bud at all. I noticed Eddie Hearn got in the ring after Crawford got announced victorious, and Eddie Hearn was shaking his head. Clearly, Eddie Hearn felt like Madrimov got robbed as well. So that's probably another person that felt like Madrimov won the fight. But at the end of the day, man, I was watching that fight. I kept my eyes on the fight. I was being honest. To me, it takes more than ring generalship to get the nod over Bud Crawford. And to me, at the end of the day, Madrimov came forward. He was backing Crawford up, but then he threw nothing, and then Crawford would stick that jab out and reposition himself. And Madrimov, like I said, Madrimov in round 9, best round of the fight, clearly hit Crawford with some beautiful shots in round 9. That was his best round of the fight. If you go back and pay attention to round 9, that was Madrimov's round 2, if anything, to like try to go for the knockout or try to really stamp his momentum and try to take control of the fight. But he clearly didn't take control because Bud was able to restamp rounds 11 and 12 and regain control, I would say, in the championship rounds. And like I said, man, maybe if Madrimov would have waited a couple fights.
You gotta come in. Turn your car on.
I'll be right here. Just come back out. And yeah, I mean, look, Bud Crawford did more than enough to win. 116, 112, 115, 113 was a little close for my liking personally. Definitely thought 116, 112 was the right score, man. I don't think it was any wider than that. I definitely gave Madrimov at least 4 rounds, man. You had to give dude at least 4 rounds the way he was fighting. Dude got an engine on him, man. Dude started to look tired in rounds 11 and 12, but overall, I don't think he looked. It looked like he could go another 3 rounds his damn self, man. Like I said, Bud really had him hurt in the 12th. but never did it look like Madrimov was gonna go down, man. Neither fighter went down. What a great fight. Great fight. The first 4 rounds were a chess match because even though Bud Crawford won the 3 out of the first 4 rounds, it was still a chess match because Bud Bud had to really figure this guy out, man. Like I said, his timing is so weird. He doesn't have your normal 1-2 time, and he's got dude bounces up and down all day. He doesn't fight anything like Golovkin. I compare him from he comes forward like Golovkin. He's a monster like Golovkin, but they don't fight the same, man. They don't fight the same at all. I actually think Golovkin has a better jab. If Madrimov had a jab like Golovkin, Crawford would have been in dangerous situations, man. The lack of the jab from Madrimov was a difference for me. No question about it. Um, and yeah, that was the major difference for me. No question about it. My bad, y'all. My sister called. I had to answer. I always got to answer for family. But yeah, man. Great fight, man. It's 2:40 in the morning. I'm finna get off live. We got one viewer in the building, man. At the end of the day, when we had 20 viewers on here, it was bussing. But you know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna do a post-fight reaction. I want to get all y'all on here, and let's just have barbershop boxing talk, man. After that great show, we got to talk for about 2 hours about this boxing shit. I'm about to get up out of here. Hit that like button, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you're new. Also, never forget you could always bless the Cash App. I love y'all. I'm gone. Peace.
He's making the plate now.